Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Drawn to Life. In the last part we finished off World 1 after taking on Frostwind, and now we're starting off World 2 with Twilight Wood, and something a little bit different. Clearly you just saw the screen move. Throughout the entirety of the LP so far, I've had the top screen shown in the bottom right there, just so you can get a good feel of what's shown on it. But from World 2 onwards, I am actually not showing it unless there's either A, something we need to see on it, or if we're in one of the drawing speed-ups. This is mostly because, honestly, the game doesn't do much with the top screen otherwise. It's either used in the shops, the world maps, the drawing stuff, and the level clears. That's basically, actually, now I think about every scenario we're going to be seeing it in, aside from, I think, part of the ending. So, we're not going to be seeing it for a while. We're back to our... Well, we're going to be seeing it every part, but we're not going to be seeing it as much. There we go. That's the better phrasing. We're back to my usual main screen as the focus, and we got the little blurred background there and such. It's all back to what it usually is. And the first thing we have to draw here is some wind debris. And this is actually one I'm very proud of, mostly because I really like the way I drew this twig. The leaves I put in are pretty good as well. But either way, in World 2, we're given some new accessories. The acorn launcher and the wings. The wings act as a triple jump of sorts. You press jump, and then you can jump twice more after that and stay in midair a bit longer. It's actually very useful, and I like it a lot. The acorn launcher works different from the snow shooter, though, whereas the snow shooter basically fired one thing out in a certain direction. The acorn launcher fires an acorn that bounces around a couple times. I think it's like on the third bounce. It splits off 3 ways into smaller acorns that can explode and hit enemies. I forget if enemies can get comboed off of it, though. And you're going to be, if you ever need refills in acorns, just look for a pile of browned leaves on the ground. That's where you'll generally find more. Also, I love World 2's aesthetic. I love forest levels. I always have. It's one of the things I always immediately think of when I think of Smash Brothers Brawl, actually, that, what's it called? The forest levels, especially the one that plays after, the Donkey Kong Country 2 song after fighting Rayquaza, as well as the section that had the weird puppet enemies that were kind of creepy, and especially the version of that appeared in the Great Maze. Ugh. I love Subspace, but I hate the Great Maze. Yeah, until like the very end of it, at least. Now, overall, nothing's going to change too much in the formula, but the added abilities we actually get in World 2 onwards are why I think they're better levels. Oh, hi, Joey. Ah, Bartleby. I need to find a gift from Mari. Come on, let's go. And I guess now we have him. Now, in terms of what generally is going to swap in every specific world, you're going to get unique accessories, obviously, as well as new drawings to do. But also some minor things change. Like, obviously, the music's different. I love this track. But other things that can change, actually, if you pay attention when you collect an item, your avatar's little dance will change depending on the world, especially. Whereas in the first game, it was basically waving your arms like, yay! Basically doing Kermit. In this, I actually forget what it is, but I think we're going to see it momentarily. Actually, no, you don't get it from Raposa. Either way, here's our first Raposa. And it's an old Rapo. Doesn't even get a unique name. Poor guy. I'm so lost. Me too, bro. Also, I love this background. You know what it might partially be? The color, the color palette, but the especially purple-based color palette. I love purple. It's not my favorite color, but I love it when it's used right. Even bounce it off with some nice reds and oranges. You still got shadow goo to deal with, and from here on out, if I recall, they start spreading it out a bit more across the sections. It's also in this world where they start actually getting a bit more experimental with their level design, as well as the things we're going to be drawing. More on that in a bit. Also, I hate these acorn thrower enemies. They only throw acorns at you, but they have impeccable accuracy, and they're not the easiest to hit themselves, without obviously jumping over them. But the wings allow for these levels to actually be structured quite a bit more vertically than the horizontal structure that the previous world had, and I have to say I like this a lot more. In fact, World 2 is not my favorite world in the game, but it's probably my second favorite. The jolly, jolly music really helps, though. You'll still see me every now and then backtracking a minor bit just to see if I missed something. Okay, the dance for this world is a little kick one, that's right. But that's just because even though I'm a bit more collected in World 2 onwards, I still have momentary memory lapses of, wait, did I go over here? Is there anything down here? And there's usually not. That enemy always seemed out of place to me, and I don't know why. Mind you, I recall seeing in, I think, an early Nintendo Power preview or something, an enemy that looked very close to that bunny in World 1, and I don't know why. Now, I'm forgetting here if I actually have to go up there or not. I know I definitely want to get this green door, but I forget if there's actually anything over there. It probably just leads to the same area this place eventually does, but you want to come up here anyway, because if I recall, there's good stuff up here for us, namely in terms of, well, the collectibles. Also, as you can see, the Bakis look a bit different here. The Bakis are basically the Met Tools, / Metars, / whatever, from Mega Man, and that every world they get a new design. And now we need to design a swing. I went pretty generic swing here. Wooden structure, red seat, basically things you would see in any given cartoon, now that I think about it. Though I actually deliberately designed this one in particular after this one I used to use a lot at the nearby park. And it's around here, especially with things like this, where I try to pay attention more to symmetry, because it's an important thing. Also, something I really have against this game, the purple's not dark enough, really. I wish they had a darker purple for you to use. I forget if the sequel gives you that, but like I've said, it's been a while since I played the sequel. Now that just looks fine and dandy. The level lengths are honestly going to be the same for the most part throughout the game. Most of these recordings ended up being almost exactly 30 minutes more often than not for a reason. Maybe 32 is the more common number. But due to the fact that these levels are going to be overall more interesting from here on out, it doesn't feel as long. Most of the time. There's still a few standout ones in my brain that I just take a while, but yeah, I'll get to those when I get to it. Also, I love the way the wings animate, and I'm glad to see that I actually did not draw them backwards when I drew them last part. Good to know. Because that would have been really kind of stupid looking if I had drawn them backwards. Now, the main issue with not having the bottom screen, the top screen rather, present at all times here, is that I might lose track of which page tablet number we collected, so I might say we just got number 2 when we actually got number 3, because I might have gotten distracted and such. But honestly, that's so minor and so easy to correct anyway that it doesn't really matter in the long run. I suppose that's kind of always a hazard with Nintendo DS games, is that while there are some that use both screens a very fair amount, and overall I think this game does thanks to some of the time you can put into the drawing, not every game's like a Sonic Rush where they use both screens incredibly well overall throughout the game's runtime. And we found Sasha. I think that's how it's pronounced. My name is Sasha. Do not tell anyone you saved me. He's a ninja. That's cool. Honestly, there's something about the Twilight Wood, World 2 in general, but Twilight Wood in particular, because obviously there's still going to be some unique aesthetics in each of the 4 levels here, always reminded me of Kirby. Well, not just Kirby, actually. Kirby and Starfy. The DS Starfy, at least, because that's the only one I've played. Maybe it's the fact that they're very similarly well-done pixel art. Not similar pixel art, but similarly well-done, I guess. As well as just, obviously, the yellow stars. I haven't played Starfy in a while, but I remember loving the DS game, despite how simplistic it was. Did we ever get another one over here in the West? I don't think we did. That's a shame. Now, something I should really talk about now before I forget about it, because I only use it once in the game, and that's at the very end of it, is the wishing well in the southern section of town. The one that Mari talked about, I think it was 3 parts ago, maybe 4 now. You can deposit Rapo-Coins in that, and you do get rewards for it. So let's go over the rewards list. The first thing you get at 200 coins is 2 extra lives. After that, it's 5 extra lives at 500. And then the next one I think is another song at 1,000, a pallet at 2,000, another song at 3,000. I think the next one after that is 10 extra lives at 6,000, a song at 7,000, more extra lives, I think like 20 at 8,000. And then the final thing you get for 10,000 coins is access to what's known as the Developer's Grove, as well as, I think, 1,000 coins. You also get some sparse coins back as you go through it as well. And the developer's grove is what it sounds like. It's a developer room where you can talk with NPCs that are not only normally in the village, but also NPCs portraying the development staff to learn some trivia about the game's development, stuff like that. Though there is one developer that inputs a little bit of a fake rumor that says, oh, if you do this, you can do Y. And that's completely false. In fact, one of the other developers even points it out. I won't say what it is because it's actually a spoiler for this game's story, but it's a cool little thing you can unlock. And now we need to draw another drift, which is a completely different drift than the previous one, because this one will actually go in various directions and kind of pull you around. Same general idea went for drawing it, though. Leaves. I'll give you no hints as to what this one is. You can probably guess, but I don't generally make those jokes. So, have the rare one, why don't you? I also put a flower in there for nice sake, because it looks nice. Because clearly, that's a nice maple leaf, isn't it? Wink. This is the point in the stage, actually, that I don't like too much for Twilight Wood. At least, well, Twilight Wood's technically just the name of the first level. Because there's a lot of pathways once you get to the varying direction wind drifts. And in fact, there's one specific point where you can accidentally end up backtracking to the start of this entire section, meaning you have to go through all of it again. It's not too bad, all things considered, but it's annoying. And there's a couple points in the game you can do that in general, actually. You know, part of me wonders if I should have outlined the wings just to make it kind of blend in more with the actual sprite. But at the same time, it kind of keeps the main character in focus. Things I think about for some reason. And here's our third Raposa. Tiny little Rapo girl. Do you have presents for me? Well, that came out of nowhere, but no. Your present is you get to live. Congratulations. Oh, and for some reason I just got reminded of this. Going back to the developer's grove really quickly. The moment you put your 10,000th coin into the wishing well, you cannot put any more in. So that's the thing. Also, I think there's technically a way you can get an extra jump with the wings by firing your acorn launcher at a specific time. But I can't really take advantage of that. Oh no, that's right. That's why I had to backtrack to the start, because I had to get that secret item. How annoying. Also, hi, Joey. Phew. That wind almost made me sick. Hey, Bartleby. I picked this flower along the way. But it has no color. I bet Mario would love it as a festival gift. Could the creator color it in? Alright, now we need to make his little festival gift. You get to make it whatever kind of flower you want. I remember at one point, I think before I made it this yellow flower that I'm making here, I was considering making it the most morbid looking flower ever with like a skull for the center though. Like some sort of weird Tim Burton shit. But I decided against it just because I like these two. They deserve a good little happy flower. Bob Ross would be proud of me, clearly. And I believe that's also the end of the level because there's the level gate. Twilight Wood is a much more interesting level than the entirety of World 1 in of itself, and it's only the first level of World 2. Like I said, World 1 isn't horrible, but it's so, not bland, but uninteresting compared to what follows. The extra abilities do a lot to add to that. And it's time for our usual bonus screen, which nothing really changes here. Got everything done, so that's another 100 Rapo-Coins to our name. Either way, let's get Joey back to the village because Mari's probably missing him real bad about now. Yeah, there she still is. In fact, she probably hasn't moved in the past half hour. Oh, Joey, you're safe. Thank the creator. You're welcome. We had the most amazing time. Utterly incredible. Bartleby and I got the Night Sky Template from the Twilight Wood. We make a great team, don't we, Bartleby? Stay away from me. In fact, never do that again. Let's go tell everyone about our adventure. Joey. I'm so sorry about him, Mari. He's a complete idiot. Thanks for bringing Joey back. I was really worried. I wish he would think of other Rappos before running off. So other than keeping Joey out of trouble, how was the Twilight Wood? It was windy, I was a bit too busy protecting Joey. I can imagine. That Rapo is so adventure hungry. I hope he didn't cause too much trouble. I bet my dad will yell at him. You should probably go tell my dad you're back. Alright, let's go visit the mayor. Gotta get that night sky in because honestly, endless sunshine's getting a bit monotonous in the village. Hello, Mayor. That was so awesome. The Rapo has returned.
Joey, you made it back. Everyone's talking about your adventure.
They are a hero. Amazing. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Well, I figured I would head in and look for the treasure. Then Bartleby showed up. We joined up and rescued some Raposa. I was born for adventure. Oh, you idiot. Oh, boy. Well, glad to have you back, Joey. And odd +2, because I have no idea where that ninja went, which, mind you, makes him a better ninja than the entirety of the first arc of Naruto. Bartleby, you found the night sky page. Let me place it back in the Book of Life. Now the creator can draw the night sky for us. And we get to draw a night sky, and by that they mean you get to draw some stuff that belongs in the night sky, meaning stars, comets, other planets. Don't draw the moon, though. That's going to be something we do later on. A minor spoiler, I suppose. But I remember in my first playthrough, I drew a moon here, and then I had to draw another moon. I was like, well, this is redundant. I guess we're in the planet from Final Fantasy IV. Or Tatooine. Well, no, Tatooine had 2 suns. Collect yourself, Kyle. Come on, you're a Star Wars guy. Ah, it's so dim. Look at the sparkling stars. Now it'll be easier for everyone to get some sleep. I agree. It's a nice dimness, too. I must return to my restaurant for the midnight snack. Why are you the only one that talked otherwise? So tell me all about the Twilight Wood. Off-screen explanation. Oh, there you are. Where are you going? Oh, wait, he's not just a ninja, is he? Damn creator designed us a great night sky. I better check on Debanya. Oh no. What is the perfect nighttime meal? I must think hard. You're not just an ordinary ninja, are you? You're like Marino from Mega Man X Command Mission. You're a ninja thief. Damn it, I brought a thief in the village. Ah, well. I'm sure with, whoa, Tubbo Ghost there. That's what I meant by some of the things not fading away properly. It's especially apparent during the nighttime. Oh, well, it doesn't happen too much. Twilight Wood was so much fun. The night sky looks amazing, too. How about that Tubbo Ghost, though? That's kind of weird. Hey, promise to keep a secret? I'll show you the gift I found for Mari. I picked the flower and the creator colored it in for me. Oh, I think I know why Sasha went in there. It's gone! I put it right under the bed! Ah, shit. Let's go see the mayor about it. Hello, Heather. Something's missing from my house. Yeah, it's a flower. Yes? Hi, Mari. I gotta go. Very strange. Bartleby, speak to the other villagers and find out if anything else is missing. And we will speak with them, but with that, I'm going to need to end this off here with some more spooky Raposa ghosts. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 8, we'll not only be talking to the other villagers to find out what got stolen from their houses, because we know stuff was, we'll also be moving on to the next level and see what we can do to fix this issue. See you guys then.